Hello, and welcome to an introduction to Mesopotamia, the world's first known civilization. Here we have pictures of a map of Mesopotamia with mountains to the north and deserts to the south. We also have a picture of a ziggurat, or a Mesopotamian temple. We also have a clay tablet with cuneiform, the world's oldest language, written upon it. What is a civilization? Google's definition of a civilization says it is the process by which a society or place reaches an advanced stage of social development and organization. In other words, it is when a small group of people get together and accomplish great things. What is the first civilization? The first civilization developed between two rivers in the Middle East. These two rivers are the Tigris River and the Euphrates River, which empty out into the Persian Gulf over here. The Middle East is a part of the world below. How Mesopotamia came to be. Before Mesopotamia, many humans in the world were roaming around and hunting anything they could eat, gathering berries, and constantly moving to new places. These humans are called hunter-gatherers. Over time, humans settled down near rivers at about 10,000 BC. Why rivers, you ask? Rivers are a source of fresh water, seafood, farming, and they attract livestock, animals. How did they learn about farming? Some people in the world learned about farming earlier than others, but they observed that seeds grow into plants with water, sunlight, and soil at about 9,000 BC. Mesopotamia's rivers and geography. Mesopotamia means land between two rivers, the Tigris and Euphrates River. In the winter, the rivers are lower. In the summer, the rivers are higher. Why? This seems interesting. The rivers flow from the mountains into the north and empty out into the Persian Gulf. When it is summer, the ice in the mountains melt and more water is added into the river. This causes the river to overflow onto a floodplain. What exactly is a floodplain? A floodplain is where the water goes when it overflows. Farmers in Mesopotamia would plant their seeds after a flood. This was their form of agriculture. When they started getting more food than usual, a surplus, people could start specializing in new places. For example, pottery, banking, and etc. These artisans improved the cities and everyone's lives. Mesopotamia's life. Mesopotamia was in a desert with fertile land, so they built their houses out of dirt and mud instead. This made them very vulnerable to nomads or hunter and gatherers who often rampaged their villages. So they built a wall, again out of dirt and mud. Therefore, the only thing that Mesopotamia could trade with was food to get other supplies, such as bronze, iron, wood, and even later, stone. Mesopotamia's inventions and discoveries. Mesopotamia invented the wheel about 3500 BC, cuneiform, the world's first and oldest language, at about that same time, written history at about that same time, and a polytheistic religion, ziggurats, etc., at about 4000 to 3500 BC. If you look over into this corner at this picture, you can see what a Mesopotamian village looks like. The streets in a Mesopotamian village were very thin and not as wide as we have today. The houses were also more jam-packed together than usual. Mesopotamia's future. Unfortunately, because of its lack of supplies, Mesopotamia was raided and taken over many times. Eventually, major cities combined with surrounding areas to form city-states. These city-states were mainly ruled by a king or general and a priest, a religious leader, and soon all city-states began fighting each other for more power. Then other groups of people waltzed in and took over in all the havoc. This happened more than even 5 times. However, each time it was taken over, it became a new civilization, progressed, and grew. To make this video for you today, I used Google Images, Ancient.eu, World History, Ancient Civilizations, a book, and Wikipedia. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it and learned something.